What is safety? When do we feel safe? What do we need to do in order to feel safe? Let's go back to the basics. The most basic feeling of safety is when we put our feet on the ground and we feel the ground beneath us supporting us. Our connection with the ground is so pervasive. The earth beneath our feet connects with our body and provides sustenance, support, and safety. When we walk and we put our feet onto the ground, we feel this safety. It is safe to move, to walk, to be. This feeling of safety extends then into our bodies. We feel our body working, alive, connected, real, solid, so we feel safe in our body, about our body. It feels safe just to have and to feel our body. Let's advance a little bit this feeling of safety into the contours, the limits of our body, our skin. We feel safe because we have a skin that separates our inside from the outside. We feel safe because we have this boundary, this limit, and we can keep what we have inside working correctly and protected from whatever influence there is outside of us, like cold, very wet environments, and too much sun, or insects. So we feel safe because we have this limit, our skin. Usually, limits and boundaries provide this feeling of safety. We feel safe when we are in harmony with our body and our environment. Our body is part of nature. By feeling safe in our body and in harmony with our environment, we create a collaboration, an understanding between our body and nature. We feel safe when we are in harmony with our inner environment. The bacteria, the viruses, and all those little beings that work inside our body. And also, we feel safe when we respect and understand all of the other beings of nature, like animals, birds, crocodiles, fish, and all of the other beings. Let's progress with the air or the energetical space around our body. We feel safe if we have at least 1 meter of air and space around our body in order to move freely with our hands, in order to move our hands in this space and our feet, our body in general. When something intrudes in this energetical space, we feel it and we may feel attacked or violated. This energetical space around us is as important as our skin. It's like our second skin. You can imagine this as a big sphere around your body at about 1 meter away from your body or 1.5 meters. So this would be like an invisible skin, which helps us orientate in our environment and also perceive our immediate environment and verify this environment for threats or any kind of invasion. Let's go further, and we meet the resources in our immediate vicinity. The resources we need to live, like air, water, nature, and nourishment. We feel safe when our body has these basic resources to live and prosper. Let's go further. Now we meet the other person. We meet the one closest to us, that may be our partner and our children, our family. We feel safe when we are accepted as we are in our family, when we are cherished, when we are loved, and when this family has all the resources it needs to feel happy. Let's go further, and now we live with our family in a larger community. We feel safe in this community if we are accepted as we are, if we are respected in our limits, and if we can share our gifts, our knowledge with the rest of the community. We feel safe if the community is able to support us, and if the people in the community are supportive and loving. We also feel safe in the community if we have the resources to protect ourselves as a community. If we can create the structures to support our lives and our safety as individuals, as families, and as an entire community. These are the general expressions of safety, what we need in general to feel supported. Now, we will go into more detailed expressions of safety. We also need to feel safe in our expression, in our emotions, in our thoughts, in the way we provide service to our community or family, and in the way we connect with our divine selves. In order to feel emotional safety, we need an environment in which to freely express our emotions, work on them, develop them, transform them, and learn about their function. Whenever we are suppressed in expressing our emotions, this is received as a violation of our safety boundaries, as we have emotional boundaries too. We feel safe when our emotions can move freely through our body, as well as our energetic space, as well as our community and family. We feel safe and reassured in our emotions by being accepted in the way we express emotions, and by being supported, helped to develop this type of expression in a safe environment. A safe emotional environment is a space where we feel physically safe and also accepted in the way our emotions flow, in the way our expression flows, in the way we wish to give voice to the energy that runs through our bodies. We also need to feel safe in our communication and thoughts. We usually feel safe in ourselves if we are honest with ourselves, if we are truthful about what we are feeling and thinking, and the state of our environment and physical vessel. This state of mental safety is supported and developed through honesty, through this type of clear sincerity, which opens up our mental space to divine consciousness and more wisdom. We also need to feel safety in our expression of thoughts and opinions with our family, with our community, and in our immediate vicinity. By having a clear energetical space, we give ourselves the opportunity to express our thoughts and feelings by using our body and mimic the thoughts and also emotions we feel. We feel safe in our family when our opinions are heard, not necessarily actioned on, but at least heard, accepted. When our differences are heard and accepted, we feel mentally safe. We feel mentally safe in a community when our service is accepted, as it is. When our gifts are appreciated, when our wisdom and opinions are included in the discussions and the rules and the leadership. We feel mentally safe when we see people that also can understand us. When our thoughts, our expression of opinions, and our way of saying words is suppressed or interfered with or pressured, we feel violated in our mental space. We feel attacked. We may even feel the urge to fight back and to protect ourselves. When we do not feel acceptance, our voice feels suppressed. We feel unheard and probably also unseen. We also need safety in our connection with our divine self. And we feel safe when we feel connected with our divine self. When we understand that we have a divine self. When we see and accept the connection with our divine self. When we trust our divine self, we feel safe. And this is a kind of safety that is not easily explained, that encompasses and can sustain and also nourish all other safety types and also surpass all other safety. We also feel safe in our connection with our divine self when we are supported to nourish that connection in our family and in our society, and we feel safe when we are free to make this connection in any type of form we feel to. We feel safe in our connection with our divine self when we are free to choose our learning methods and the path of learning, the path of discovery we feel most drawn to. We also feel supported in our connection with our divine self when our gifts are supported to develop in our family, in our community. Now take a moment with yourself, look at yourself, at your life, and identify the places, the aspects where you feel safe and where you do not feel safe.